everybody, welcome to another Minecraft video, and today what I've got for you is a redstone tutorial. I'm going to show you how to make this contraption. So, let me go ahead and come up to this chest. I've got some stuff in it. I'm going to go ahead and take that out, just so that you know, chest is empty. So here it is. There's nothing inside this glass tube besides some glass, you know. So, let's just throw in our precious diamonds and gold and apples, and they're gonna float to the top, and they'll all end up in this chest here. Everything's cycling in, and we've got all of our goodies. So this can be made in vanilla with no plugins. We are on a bucket server right now, but it does work in vanilla. If you don't trust me, try it for yourself. It's super easy to make, so it's not like it's going to take up a bunch of time. These are the items that you're going to need. Now, these items are required. You need sticky pistons, glass, dropper, redstone comparator, redstone repeater, some blocks, and a redstone torch. These aren't required, but they're going to be, it'll help out. So first off, let's get rid of everything that we have, and we'll throw all of these items into our inventory. So first, we'll just do the basic stuff that we need. So first, we're going to make our glass tube, and so you can make it as high as you want. The sides, and also you're going to have the middle filled in too. It's all glass. So the items are actually floating through the glass, and I'll explain how this works in just a second. So, let's go ahead and do this. And the sides are going to come up one more than the middle. So we'll go up here. And we'll continue to do this. Okay, now that we've got our glass tube, we want to go ahead and bust into here. And we want to dig down too, place down sticky piston there, and a piece of glass there. Then we want to place a dropper right there, and then we can bust our way out of here. Place some glass there, and place glass in the middle there, and then place glass right here. Next thing you want to do is grab your comparators. Oops, I'm going to have to get rid of this chest. Uh-oh. I'll just try and grab these guys. And we'll grab these. Alright, so you want to place down a comparator here. And then you want to place down a repeater. Then you want some redstone, which I forgot to get. So you do need a couple of redstone dust. You want to place down your redstone and then place down another comparator. Put it on subtraction mode. And then loop it around like this. Then, well, we got two ways that we can do it, actually. So, if we come over here, you'll see that we actually have an extra repeater here. This is for added safety, so if you're putting non-stackable items in and you're going to add more items, it's just so the items don't fly out the side. So, I like to add those. I like to add that just in case, because I don't want any of my precious items getting thrown in the air. Just want to place another repeater, set them both on full delay, and place down your redstone here, and then place down your comparator. Redstone looping around, and then bring this over here into the dropper. And make sure you put that on subtraction mode. Then you want to place a block there, a redstone torch there, place redstone coming up on here. Then bring this over here, and bring it into the piston. So now the piston is going to be extended until we put an item in it. Then it'll come down, and our item will float to the top. Woo! Now I've got some extra stuff over there, so let's take a look at that. And luckily it is in my inventory. I did actually pick it up. So you'll need the water bucket. You'll need the stuff that is not in my inventory. So you'll need hoppers, and you need a chest to bring all the stuff into. So the way we want this to work is, let's grab this. Let's go take a look at this right here. So At the top, you'll have a plus and then some water. And the water is to make sure that everything goes into the hoppers because they like to get stuck and not actually go into them. So we're going to come over here and place this. We'll just place down our hoppers first. So now that we've done that, as you can see, if we come over here, actually I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's placed exactly the same over here. So this is how it works. And then we're going to need some extra glass just to cover this all up. So we want to place a wall around this. So do like this. You can bring it out however you want. Just make sure that you bring it all the way around. This doesn't have to be done with glass. I just like it to be done with glass. So do like that. And then we need to make sure that there's a wall around here. Like that. And then you can make it look good by filling in the extra blocks. Now you want to throw down your water bucket. Oh, first we have to link these hoppers so that they'll all be going into one. So you want to choose the hopper that you want the items to all end up in. So I'm going to link them all to this one. So you just want to place them to where they are going in to the hoppers so that they'll all end up in place. So I'm going to do mine like this. Then you want to place down your water bucket, and finally you're going to come down here, bust a hole there, and boom, boom. Now we've got ourselves a nice little item elevator. So when we throw items in, they'll all go to the top, and oh, we've made a mistake. So let's take a look over here. We actually need to make this even and just make that go into the chest. Because the items are wanting to go out the side here. Sorry about that, guys. So we want to bust a hole there. And we're going to have to get in here and change the hopper. Oh, we're going to have some water. Miss. I didn't need to do that yet. Okay. Let's patch up this water, just to make things easier. So, chest, need a chest. We want to place down the chest here and here. Then break this hopper and place one going into the chest. And then make sure you patched up the other glass, because we didn't mean to break that. And then you can place down your water, which again is optional, but it helps to make sure that none of your precious items get stuck, like this. Yeah. Oh, we had a little bit of flood. So then you can throw all the items in, and they'll all float to the top. And this time they'll actually go into the hoppers. As you can see, one of them started to get stuck, but the water pushed it in. And they'll all flow into this chest here. So that is the magic item elevator. So now you can go ahead and stop watching and make it if you want. But I'm going to explain how it works. So when an item gets pushed into the glass, it looks for the closest way it can go out. So up here is the closest air pocket. It doesn't want to go through the corners, and I'm not completely sure why, but this is what it finds is the closest way to go out. So it goes here, and then it gets dropped into the hoppers, and they all end up here. So that's how that works. And all this down here, the comparator activates it all. So when there's stuff in this dropper, the comparator will say, hey, let's do it. And then this delays it, so that if I'm throwing in like swords, it won't start, like the piston won't come down and then push, and then I'll put more items in, it'll just spit it out over here. So this is just for safety. You can break out that repeater if you want. You need the one repeater so that the redstone current will go far enough. Because this only outputs a signal of 1. And then this is a comparator clock that makes all the items go out of the dropper. And then this inverts the signal so that the piston's pushed up unless there's items in here. So then it lets the items go in. And then when there's no more items, it pushes it into the glass. And it all goes here. So yeah, that's the magic item elevator. I hope you enjoyed. And this is a very simple thing to do, and it's very, very cool. As you can see, it's pretty awesome. You can cover it up with slabs and stuff. You can do whatever you want with it. I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed. You can throw glass in there. You can throw all these things in there and do whatever you want. The only limitation though is if these items are on the ground for more than 5 minutes, they're going to despawn. So you don't want to put a whole dispenser full. But actually, if your tube is somewhat short, this thing will spit all the items out. I have tested it with a full dispenser, and it spits them all out before any of them despawn. And a medium-sized tube, they should make it to the top. And all should be safely transported. So, it's pretty reliable. You can have a dispenser full as long as your tube isn't really long. And it's cheaper than a lot of item elevators because you don't need a whole one. You only need one dropper, and the hoppers are the hoppers are optional. And you could obviously improve this by, instead of having hoppers here, you could even just use the water stream. I just like the hoppers. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.